Thought you might like to see some of the tools and gadgets that we use in practice. First of all, of course, it's these. Now, the word chiropractic actually means done by hand. Chiro means hand in Greek, and that's where it came from. And chiropractic is very much a hands-on healthcare profession. And the second most important thing we use, of course, is the bench. This is where you lie on and we put you in different positions to do adjustments. Chiropractic benches come in different, I was going to say shapes and sizes, but they're pretty much the same shape and the same size, but they have different gadgets attached to them. So, for example, some bits of it lift up and then we push down on it and it drops down, and that is unimaginatively called drops. What that does is all the different segments do that. And you can set it to different pressures depending on the weight of the patient. And that allows us to get movement into the joints without having to bend and twist people around too much. So it's a certain technique. There's some branches of chiropractic, some styles that only use drops. And there's some, just like the other things I'm about to show you, there's some styles of chiropractic that actually only use one gadget or another. In fact, back in the day, about 100 years ago, chiropractic was divided into two different philosophies, if you like. They call them the straights and the mixers. And the straights insisted on only hands-on adjustments. They thought it was against the principles to use any kind of gadgets or modalities, and it was kind of diluting or polluting the art form. And then you've got the mixers, who kind of thought the opposite way around and thought, well, what's the point in not using something else that's going to help this person get better? Anyway, nowadays, I guess you'd call most people mixers. So apart from the obvious, where you've got the hands and the bench, we do have little gadgets as well, like this one, for example. So this is called an Activator, and it's a little spring-loaded device. And if I set it up to the maximum, you'll be able to see what it does. We don't have it on this high usually. It jumps out like that. We normally have it on very subtly. And what it does is by jumping out very quickly, it stimulates the nerve endings around the joint. So it makes the joint feel like it's been moved. So again, it's really good if you've got an area that's quite sore or quite stiff, or a very delicate area like a jaw, for example, or someone that doesn't like clicking, someone that doesn't like the normal adjustments, because it kind of has the same effect neurologically of stimulating the nerves by moving the joint, but again in a slightly different, more subtle way. Now, apart from the adjustments, which are the mainstay of chiropractic, we do other things to help the adjustments be more effective. For example, if someone's got really, really tight muscles, now it's going to be harder to actually adjust them. It's going to be harder to move the joints and move the bones. And the tight muscles might be part and parcel of their problem. It could be causing a lot of the aches and pains. So we do different massage techniques. Some chiropractors do more soft tissue work than others. Some don't do any at all. One gadget that we use is one of these things, which is a really user-friendly. It feels really good. It's because it's a very good industrial strength one that really goes deep into the tissues, and we often use that to kind of prepare the area, if you like the lower back, for example, for the adjustment, because it really warms up, gets some blood flowing into the tissues, into the joints, into the muscles, loosening up the area so that the adjustments are going to be more effective, and also feels quite nice as well. So we might use a massager, but we also use some of us use hands-on massage techniques. Normally, I have to say, I don't spend a lot of time doing massage with people because we have massage therapists here. So if people need a massage as part of to de-stress, or they need some deep tissue massage, I'm going to make a video on that another time, then I'll refer them to the massage therapist, and I'll talk to them about what he's doing and what areas to work on, that kind of thing. But I do some deep tissue techniques where you've got areas with scar tissue and that kind of thing that you need to break up in order to get it better. So we've got a selection of oils and that kind of thing. One of my favorite soft tissue approaches is acupuncture. This is medical acupuncture, or it's called dry needling, because it's not part of traditional Chinese medicine. But we still use the same things. We use the same needles that go just into the skin. You can either put it just below the skin, or some of these are actually pretty long, as you can see. Don't want to look too scary, but that's for an area like the glutes, like around the hips or the lower back, when you need to go deeper into the tissues. And the reason I like this is because it's very quick at getting rid of the knots in the muscles. So if you've ever found those knots in the muscles, like around your shoulders, for example, we call them trigger points. One way of getting rid of them is you can just press onto them, and eventually after about a minute it'll start to subside, it'll start to give in. But it's pretty uncomfortable, it's quite sore, and sometimes it can refer pain, and some people don't like that. Acupuncture has a very similar effect when you use it on the muscles like that, but it doesn't hurt, or it hardly hurts at all. If an area is quite sore, it might be a bit more sensitive, but for the most part it's very user-friendly. So, what else have we got? And then we've got, as well as the direct treatment gadgets and modalities, we've got some kind of rehab and exercise equipment as well, which is kind of more the kind of things that you might find with physiotherapy. So we've got resistance bands and massage balls, and we even use posture braces here as well. It's part of the Perfect Posture Kit. And we've got car seats, blocks to help bend your spine to the right shape, if that's what you need. This is all stuff that the patient can do at home to help themselves, basically. So as you can see, there's quite a few bits of kit that we use, but the main thing that we use is these. Hope that answers some questions. If you've got any more, pop them in the comments, and hope to see you soon. Take care.